Okay, today we're going to talk about how can a customer buy from your Facebook store via manual payment and how does all the transaction flows work, on the storefront, on the consumer front, and also on your end, which is the control panel side. So first, we would start demo from the angle of a consumer. So he or she will come to your store and look at the store in this way. So this is your store. Okay, so if he or she wants to buy a product, you just click into it and take a look. So once they are inside, the customer can choose from your variables. So it could be S. So if you have different prices for different sizes, it will reflect right away. So the customer can choose like how many items he or she wants to buy. So this is what we did earlier. As you can see actually the video is running. It works fine. So, all right. So if the customer is fine, satisfied, choose the size correctly, pick the quantity correctly, he or she will just need to click buy and the system will say that it's added to cart and let's go. So the next thing will happen is that the customer can choose to do two things. It's either to view cart or to check out. So at view cart, the customer can actually choose, to edit the quantity or even to remove the whole thing entirely. Okay, so updated to 1, and then the customer can choose to either continue shopping or straight away go to checkout. So when it goes to checkout, the first thing the customer need to do is to approve the permission dialog that the system will take, the application will take its profile, friends list, email, address, and birthday, which strictly these information are yours and protected. We're not going to sell this to your consumer, so please tell them that it's pretty safe. So in this checkout page, okay, the name has already been taken down directly from the the permission just now, but then again they can still change. So okay, it's just they have to. I mean, these are all the compulsory fields lah. Okay, so 1 Awesome Street. Okay, then the next thing is let's say country. Okay, so if you choose to only cater to one country, then only one country will show. If you choose to cater to worldwide, and all countries will show. So this is pretty entirely up to the seller himself. Okay, then the next thing that he or she will have to choose is the state. You see, the shipping down here is still free. Okay, it will only be reflected once the country and state are selected. So with that selected, okay, the shipping fee will reflect, which is 5 USD. Okay, then the customer will have to, key in the what do we call the city, the postal code, the phone number, okay, and email address, okay, and of course remarks if there is any. Okay, so this is pretty much to it. And then we actually, Instapps has got this very simple but powerful coupon feature that the seller can choose to give away codes for discounts, which we will cover in another video later. So for now, we will just go for manual payment, and the customer will have to agree to terms and conditions before they see the make purchase button appear. So let's go to make purchase. Once it's confirmed, manual payment, and agreed to everything and make purchase, okay, the transaction is considered done. Okay, which they will be landed to a thank you page that says a transaction is successful, a confirmation email has been sent to their inbox. Which in this is actually the whole content that it will be reflected in the email as well, which they will have payment details, bank 1, bank name, bank location, account number, bank 2. Seller can add up to 5 banks for the convenience of the customers. So this is how it works. Okay, then this will be what happened to the storefront. So the customer can actually go, they receive the email, then they can go to pay bank in. So this is what manual payment is for. So they can choose to either online transfer or manual bank in. And then what they need to do once they have made the purchase is to come back to the storefront and click on this little purchase history on the top left. Okay. Okay, so this is the purchase history, which there is a pending purchase will be recorded, which is what they have bought just now. In fact, once the transaction is done, other than the customer will receive a confirmation email, you as a seller will receive another email saying that you have already got a purchase but haven't paid. So this thing will also be reflected at your control panel, which we will just go and see there is one pending payment over there. So when you see one pending payment, which means that actually means that somebody has bought but haven't paid. So what will happen if somebody actually made a payment and update it? So the customer will come back to purchase history and click on that just now. They see update payment. Customer can choose to pick a date, when was that, and amount. So let's say 13 USD has been uploaded, and the customer can choose to upload the payment slip if there is any. So let's read something else first. So if there is any remark, okay, so let's go update. So once the customer has updated this, okay, you as a seller will receive another email saying that somebody has paid, but it's awaiting for your confirmation. So the awaiting status is also reflected as the customer's purchase history. So this, as you can see, this is awaiting confirmation purchases. From pending purchase has moved to awaiting confirmation, which the customer can choose to view payment slip. This is the thing that we have uploaded just now. Okay, so this is what happened to your control panel when it has been paid. Okay, just now we had one pending payment, now it has turned to 0 and we have moved to awaiting. So what you need to do every day, you may have 10 awaiting. You just need to come back to your control panel, click on orders, look for pending. Okay, then you will see there is one pending payment. You can choose your status. Either you want to look for the pending one, awaiting one, or paid one. So as you can see, this is actually awaiting for confirmation. So you can just go to your bank account and check whether this transaction has been really done, and you can choose to view the transaction, and you can actually view the receipt, so-called the attachment that the customer uploaded when they update the payment. So once you have verified it and you confirm, simply change the status to paid and click submit. So once you have changed the status to submit, okay, it will also happen, the same thing will also happen to the consumer's end. The customer can always come back to the purchase history and check the status of their order. Okay, at first it was at pending purchase. Okay, then it moved to awaiting confirmation, then it moved to paid purchase. Okay, meaning that the seller has verified the payment and he or she is processing the shipment now. So once the product has been shipped, simply change the status from paid to shipped. Okay, and then you as a seller can key in the tracking code for the customer's reference. Okay, simply click submit, and then it will be reflected. Paid, there is no more order pending at the paid. So the same thing will also be reflected at the customer's purchase history, which at the same time, an email will be sent to the customer's inbox with the tracking code and the postage service. Just now it was at paid. Now it has been moved to archive purchases with the tracking number and the postage service. That completes a manual payment. What we're trying to solve is, seller will no longer need to handle orders, payments, and inventory tracking manually. The system has done it all for them. So you will have see one ship order and total sale for this month is 1. So this is how it works for manual payment. Thank you.